Hello everyone, in this video tutorial I will show you how to create this car seat cover. We're going to start with 102 chain stitches. On the fourth chain, counting from the hook, we're going to do a double crochet, and it will be a double crochet in each stitch all the way until the end. If you would like to find the pattern for this car seat cover, it's going to be available in my blog craftytoots.com. If you're watching this from YouTube, I will leave the link in the description box below. Okay, so once we get all the way to the end with our double crochets, I'm going to do chain 1, turn our work, and do single crochets. One single crochet for each previous stitch, and all the way till the end. These two rows are going to be the base for our pattern. One row of double crochet, one row of single crochet. Once I get all the way to the end, I'm going to change colors because I'm working it in two colors. If you want, you can just use one color, or you can even use more colors than this one. I'm going to join my yarn, do chain 1 just to lock it in place. Gonna get back to it later, but first I will create a knot so the yarn can stay in place. So I'll go back to my work. I already created chain 1, so now I just need 2 more that will make chain 3, and continue working with my double crochets all the way till the end of the row. So once I get to the end, it will be just the same as before. We'll do chain 1 and do another row of single crochets. So as I say, we're going to be repeating these 2 rows over and over. The only difference is that every 2 rows I will be changing colors so I can create the stripes. So here I got to the end, and as I mentioned before, I will be changing colors to the yarn I used previously. And just work normally. Chain 3 and another row of double crochets. So repeat these 2 or 4 if you wish rows, changing colors or not, until you get to the row number 56. On row 57, we're going to change it up a little bit because we're going to create or split or each flap of this cover so it can have an opening. We're going to start with chain 3 and double crochets just as normal, but we're not going to work all the way to the end. We're just going to work 49 stitches. So 49 double crochets plus the 3 chains that count as the first one, it will be 50 double crochets. So once we get to that last one, chain 1, and we'll continue with single crochets. Now all the way to the end. We're going to leave those stitches unworked. We're not going to touch it until later. So from now on, we're just going to work these 50 stitches, doing the same, 1 row of double crochets and 1 row of single crochets, until we get to row number 104. We're going to fasten off both yarns since I used 2 colors, at least me. we're going back to that row number 56 and start again. And pretty much just do the same as this side, but create the flap in the opposite side. So here we go back to row number 56. I'm going to join my yarn, create 3 chains, and do my normal row of double crochets all the way to the middle. Once I get to the last stitch that was unworked from our previous creation of the flap, I'm going to stop, chain 1, turn our work, and single crochet in each stitch until the end. And just like before, row after row until we get to row number 104. I'm going to fasten off one of the yarns, but not the last one, because I'm going to do rounds of single crochets all around the car seat cover. With this, I'm going to cover that raw edge, and I will be able to cover all those changes in yarn colors. Try to separate your stitches evenly as much as you can. I know it's a little hard. It's not the same as working with previous stitches already there, but do your best. In each corner, we're going to do 3 single crochets and 1 same stitch, so it will allow us to turn and keep working. I made 2 rounds, all the way 2 rounds of single crochet. After that, we're going to need 2 straps and 2 buttons. The pattern for both is in my blog. If you wish, you can just use regular buttons, but I made one out of crochet. Now we're going to sew the strap in and also the buttons. Just go slightly above the opening. I use a tapestry needle and the same yarn that I used to create the strap. But if you wish, you can use a sewing machine or just regular needle and thread. That's up to you. Just sew your strap to the car seat cover. And then you will need to sew your buttons. In the strap. Because the double crochet leaves an opening, that is the opening I'm going to use to close with my buttons. Once you're done, just repeat it with the other side, the other strap and the other button, and you will be all done. Remember, the pattern and other instructions are in my blog, craftytoots.com. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and please let me know, leaving in comments below, and don't forget to subscribe.